The story begins, as many stories do, long before the leaving. On March 14th, 2023, I had a hysterectomy for fibroids. Recovery was physically not very challenging. It took a long time and it was very strange. There were things I had to learn to do again, like I had to learn how to walk. That was very awkward. But psychologically, it was very frustrating. The doctors don't really prepare you for what to expect after an operation like that. And I was left feeling, to a large extent, like less of a woman. So for a few months, I was pretty depressed about that. And during this bedridden time, I watched the Wham documentary. Now, George Michael was everything to me when I was a kid. I wanted to sing like him. I wanted to write like him. Unfortunately, I think the only talent I got from him is my dancing. He was a huge inspiration for why I wanted to pursue music as a career when I was in elementary school, grade school. And while I was watching the Wham documentary, laid up in bed, I felt this, I know this is gonna sound crazy, I felt the spirit of George Michael leave the screen and come and sit right next to me on the bed and take my hand and say, I won't do an accent, Amelia, you know how inspired I made you feel when you were 7, 8 years old and that thing that you wanted to do? And I said, yeah. And he said, we can still do it. So I decided that that's what I was gonna do when I was able to walk properly again and carry luggage and my guitar, that I was gonna go out in the world on what I have since called a walkabout. And I was going to chase my dream of becoming a rock star. And I wasn't going to stop walking until I had achieved that goal. So that's what I've been doing since September 30th, 2023. I left my studio apartment in Finland, where I had been camped out during the entire pandemic, and got rid of everything, almost everything I owned, and got on a train. And next week, I'll tell you where I went and why.